What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Brent's Healthier Living. Today I thought that we would make some fresh brioche bread. To start out, we want to get our 500 grams of bread flour and add 2 eggs to that, followed by 200 grams or milliliters, they're about the same, of milk, and then add in our 10 grams of dried yeast. If you are using fresh yeast, that's 20 grams. You just want to give this a quick little mix together before adding in the rest of our ingredients. Now we're going to add in between 8 to 10 grams of salt. Follow that up with our 50 grams of sugar, and then add in our 100 grams of butter. Now, if you notice, you may notice that I am giving all of the measurements in grams for the most part. This is because this is the most accurate way of getting your measurements. When you use cups, tablespoons, those can vary slightly, so this is a much more universal and accurate way to measure out, especially when it comes to something like baking. Now you just want to mix that up until it is smooth and elastic. Now that that's all mixed together, you just want to put some cling wrap over that and let it proof for 1 to 2 hours. Proofing time will vary depending on the temperature in your house, so don't go by the time specifically. They're just a general idea of how long it should take. Now that that's all proofed, we're going to just lay it out on a floured surface and divide that into 3 roughly equal sized balls. Now that those are divided, you want to flour your surface again, because you are going to be dividing this into, or forming these into brioche sausages in a sense. And then the fun part, we get to braid them. Time to get to the braiding. As you will see in a second, it is very good that I do not have a daughter that relies on me to do her hair, because I am not the best at braiding, but it still comes out looking nice even if you don't do it the best. So just give it your best shot. You might be a natural and just way better at me your first time, who knows. You want to make sure this is a very tight braid. Now, I did make it a little bit long for the cake pan, so when you make yours, just don't make the sausages as long. And then you just want to attempt to get that into a bread tin that is well greased. And then we're going to let that proof a second time for around 20 minutes. And like before, this will vary depending on how cold or warm the environment is that you place this in. As you can see, after the proof, you do want to have it proofed up to about the top of your tin. You could have actually, or I could have actually done it slightly more, and you'll see kind of in the end how it resulted. And now you just want to add a little bit of egg wash to it. This is just 1 egg and 2 tablespoons of milk. Now, like everybody, I made some mistakes when making this, so it didn't come out absolutely perfect. And I'll leave a link to the video that I originally got this recipe from. It's from Alex French Guy Cooking, and you can also see his mistakes, and so you can learn from both of our mistakes in order to better yourself when you make this. And there is the bread, though. It is very nice and delicious. Now you just want to wait for it to cool down, because it tastes way better once you just give it that little bit of wait time. As you can see, it's not as stringy as it normally should be, but it still tastes delicious. And once again, if you watch the other video from French Guy Cooking, you'll see his issues too with overproofing it. But there you guys go, some fresh homemade brioche. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see you next week.